friends, my name is Kim. Welcome back to Healing Cottage Homestead. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm so happy to have you with me today. Today we're going to make a recipe I found online. It is crock pot cream cheese chicken chili. Creamy and hearty chicken chili made easy in your crock pot. And so we're going to start with a couple of chicken breasts. I am going to cut the fat off mine. We're going to put those in our crock pot. It just calls for 2. I am going to clean up my hand. We need to chop up half an onion. It says half a cup. So maybe that is a whole onion if it's small. I think that is a half an onion, and this onion is strong. I can feel it in my eyes. And it says a packet of taco seasoning. About a packet, a can of corn, drained. It does call for a can of black beans, drained and rinsed. It calls for 1 10-ounce can of diced tomatoes with green chilies, and that's all the tomatoes it calls for. But because I am a wimp, even though this says mild chilies, I'm still a wimp, and I know that, so I'm going to add a can of regular tomatoes. Okay, and it calls for bell pepper. I don't have any, so I'm not going to use that. It does call for garlic powder. Calls for 1 teaspoon. We're going to add a can of tomato sauce. You can add chicken broth. I am not, because I'm not opening a can of homemade chicken broth for just 1 cup. So I am instead adding a can of tomato sauce. And then we do not add the cream cheese now. We wait. We cook this on high for 3 to 4 hours until the chicken is cooked through and tender. And then we will come back and add the cream cheese and let that cook 30 minutes before serving. Add the cream cheese to the crock pot, stir to combine, and let it melt into the chili. Once the cream cheese is fully incorporated, shred the chicken with 2 forks, mix together. Serve hot, garnished with fresh cilantro and a dollop of sour cream if desired. So we're going to put our crock pot on high. And put the lid on. Didn't say to mix that up, but I'm seeing that garlic powder just sitting on top. There we go. So we will come back in 3 to 4 hours and add the cream cheese, let that sit and melt, and then we will give it a taste. Okay, it has been about 3.5 hours. It smells wonderful. I'm pretty sure the chicken's done. And it says to shred it with 2 forks. I'm actually going to use my ground meat chopper. Chicken is very tender. We're going to go ahead and add the cream cheese. I'm not sure if I should have. It didn't say to cut it up, so I'm just going to stir it in. Alright, so we're going to give it about 30 minutes for that cream cheese to warm up and just kind of meld with the other ingredients. And then we will come back and give this chili a taste. And I'm not kidding when I tell you it smells delicious. So we'll be back in about 30 minutes. Okay. It's been about 40 minutes, and this is what it looks like. It still smells delicious. And that chicken is so tender. I'm trying to get a little bit of everything in my bite. Oh my gosh, that is good. And it's not too spicy. It's hot. It's boiling in there, and so it's very hot, but it is not too spicy. The corn, the black beans, I can taste those. The chicken, like I said, is very tender. Definitely, it's not too spicy with those chilies. I am happy that I added the additional tomato sauce and the tomatoes. The cream cheese makes it rich and just decadent. It doesn't taste like chili, but it tastes like a southwestern kind of stew, I guess is what I would call it. It's absolutely delicious. And it would be good with some sour cream and cilantro, but I don't think it needs it. It is not, that cream cheese just really adds a powerful richness to it that I don't think the sour cream is necessary, but you absolutely could add that. Now let me tell you about the nutrition facts. A serving of this has 320 calories. It has 13 grams of fat. It does have 32 grams of carbs. We've got the tomatoes, we've got the corn, and we've got the black beans. So 32 grams of carbs, but we have 7 grams of fiber. So then we're looking at what, 25 grams of net carbs. So that's not bad at all. It's still well under that 45 grams of carbs that we try to stay under in a meal. So you could have some more carbs with this meal if you wanted to, if you aren't watching your carbs as closely, if you're just trying to stay at that 45. So some tortilla chips would be delicious with this. That saltiness, that would absolutely, and then the crunch, that would absolutely be delicious, and you could have a little bit of the corn tortilla chips with that. 84 milligrams of cholesterol, so good for my cholesterol, and 28 grams of protein. So this dish is definitely a winner and is going to go into my rotation of foods that I make in the winter. It is a cold day here in Dayton, Ohio. I think the high was 30. It snowed a little bit when I went to the Y to walk earlier today. And yeah, I've had the fire going and working on some embroidery project for my granddaughter for Christmas. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. It really does help me when you do that, and it also helps when you subscribe to my channel, Healing Cottage Homestead. I post diabetic-friendly recipes that absolutely anyone would want to eat on Tuesdays and Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern. I also post videos on Sundays that are a little bit more of old-fashioned skills, home skills, different things like that. I keep mentioning that I'm going to be doing some seed starting in February, and I'm really looking forward to that. I have a mini greenhouse that I bought and some grow lights, so we're going to learn together, friends, on how to start the seeds for the garden that we're going to plant to put the food on the table for this summer. I really enjoyed our time together today, friends, and I hope that you did as well. If you don't follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, you can look for me there. And I look forward to cooking with you again soon. Take care.